Namaste, and once again welcome back to another session of online mathematics class. Last class we have started the chapter quadrilaterals. It's the 8th chapter of NCERT class 9 mathematics text, and we have discussed the first 4 problems from exercise 8.1. Today we shall discuss the remaining problems from exercise 8.1. Let me start with question number 5. Here the question is, show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other at right angles, then it is a square. Okay. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other at right angles, then it is a square. Okay. So first of all, we can draw a rough figure. So here ABCD is a quadrilateral, and we can draw two diagonals AC and BD intersect at point O. It is given that the diagonals are equal. First of all, the diagonals are equal. Here the diagonals are namely AC and BD. They are of equal length. So first we can write, given AC is equal to BD, first point. Then the diagonals are bisect each other. Bisect each other, that means divide into two equal parts. Here the first diagonal AC, OA will be equal to OC. Bisect, OA equal to OC and OB equal to OD. OA equal to OC and OB equal to OD. Clear? And the next is bisect each other at right angles. Okay. Here the angle formed is equal to 90 degree. So what we can write? Angle AOB equal to angle BOC equal to angle COD equal to angle DOA, all are equal to 90 degree. Here we can write angle AOB equal to angle BOC equal to angle COD equal to angle DOA, which is equal to 90 degree. So this much thing is given in the question. Diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other at right angles. Okay. And what we have to prove? This quadrilateral is a square. Okay. Here we can prove this statement in a systematic order. First of all, we are given a quadrilateral. It is a quadrilateral. Okay. And first we can prove this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Then we can prove it is a rhombus. And finally we can conclude it is a square. So in this sequential order we can prove this statement. Okay. First of all, we are going to prove this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Okay. For that we can consider triangle AOB and triangle COD. In triangle AOB and triangle COD, we are going to prove these two triangles are congruent. Right. So here OA equal to OC. Then OB equal to OD. And angle AOB equal to angle COD. Angle AOB equal to angle COD, each 90 degree. So this much things are given in the statement. Therefore, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD by SAS congruence rule. Side, angle, side. Two sides and included angle. Here OA, OB, included angle AOB. OC, OD, included angle COD. Right. So by CPCT, we can write AB equal to DC. AB equal to DC CPCT. Okay. We can also write the corresponding angles of these two triangles are equal by CPCT. Angle OAB, here angle OCD. Angle OAB equal to angle OCD CPCT. Then one more angle. Angle OBA will be equal to angle ODC. Angle OBA equal to angle ODC. Okay. Now observe the figure. Is there any speciality of these two angles? OAB, this one. OCD. Okay. And OBA, ODC. These two are alternate interior angles. Okay. Alternate interior angles. Here also alternate interior angles. And we got alternate interior angles are equal. You have already learned some theorems related to these types of angles, namely alternate interior angles, corresponding angles, and so on. Okay, in the chapter lines and angles. Right. So here we got the alternate interior angles are equal. That means what we can conclude? These two lines are parallel. AB is parallel to DC. Okay. Here two lines AB and DC are intersected by a transversal AC in such a way that a pair of alternate interior angles are equal. So we can conclude the lines are parallel. AB is parallel to DC. Okay. So here we can write, since the alternate interior angles are equal, we get AB parallel to DC. And here we got AB equal to DC. AB parallel to DC. AB equal to DC and AB parallel to DC. If one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal, then what we can conclude? That quadrilateral will be a parallelogram. Right. So here we can write, therefore ABCD is a parallelogram. So the first part is over. We have proved that the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Now we have to prove it is a rhombus. Then we can prove square. Okay. In order to prove it is a rhombus, we have to take the triangles AOB and BOC. These two adjacent triangles. Okay. AOB, BOC. So in triangle AOB and triangle BOC, what we can write? OB is the common side. OB is equal to OB common. Then OA equal to OC given. And angle AOB equal to angle BOC. Angle AOB equal to angle BOC is 90 degree. Is also given. Therefore, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle BOC by SAS congruence rule. Side, angle, side. Okay. These two sides included angle. Here also two sides included angle. Okay. So what we can conclude? So by CPCT we can say AB equal to BC. AB equal to BC, CPC. First we proved that ABCD is a parallelogram. Parallelogram means opposite sides are parallel and equal. Here we got the adjacent sides are equal. In a parallelogram, if a pair of adjacent sides are equal, then it will be a rhombus. Okay, already opposite sides are equal. Here we got AB is also equal to BC, adjacent side. Okay, so all the four sides will be equal. Therefore, what we can conclude? It is a rhombus. So here we can write, therefore ABCD is a rhombus. So the second step is also over. Now we can prove it is a square. Okay. So to prove ABCD is a square, we have to take the triangles ABC, this one ABC and BAD. Right. So in triangle ABC and triangle BAD, AB is the common side. So we can write AB equal to BA common. Now BC equal to AD. Sides of rhombus. All sides of a rhombus are equal. So we can write BC is equal to AD. Then one more thing is AC equal to BD. It's given. Diagonals are equal. Okay. So AC equal to BD given. Therefore, we can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD by SSS congruence rule. Okay. And by CPCT, here we can write angle ABC will be equal to BAD. Okay. So, angle ABC equal to angle BAD. CPCT. But these two angles are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Because ABCD is a rhombus. BC parallel to AD. BC is parallel to AD and we can consider AB as a transversal. So we can say angle ABC and angle BAD are interior angles on the same side of the transversal or consecutive interior angles. Okay. And we know the consecutive interior angles are supplementary. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. That we have discussed in lines and angles. Okay. So here we can write, but angle ABC plus angle BAD equal to 180 degree. Reason, consecutive interior angles or interior angles on the same side of the transversal, or we can say allied angles. Okay, there are different names for this angle. You can write any one of the nine. Okay, and we can combine these two steps. In these steps, ABC equal to BAD. Here the sum is 180. So each one will be equal to 90 degree. Okay, 90 plus 90, 180. Therefore, we can write angle ABC equal to angle BAD equal to 180 divided by 2, which gives 90 degree. That means in this rhombus, here angle ABC 90 degree, BAD also 90 degree. And we know opposite angles of a rhombus or a parallelogram are equal. So automatically angle C will be 90 degree and angle D is also 90 degree. So what we can conclude? It is a square. Okay. We know in a rhombus, if one angle is 90 degree, then it becomes a square. So here we can conclude ABCD is a square and our proof is over. Therefore, ABCD is a square. Okay. Now we move on to question number 6. Diagonal AC of a parallelogram ABCD bisect angle A. So these two angles will be equal. Here we can mark it as 1 and 2. Here also we can mark angle 3 and angle 4. Show that first part it bisect angle C also. That means we have to prove angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Okay. And second part, ABCD is a rhombus. Now it is a parallelogram. We have to prove it is a rhombus. For that it is sufficient to prove the adjacent sides are equal. If the adjacent sides of a parallelogram are equal, then we can conclude it is a rhombus. Okay. So first we can write, given ABCD is a parallelogram. So we can write angle 1 is equal to angle 4. Alternate interior angles. Right. Since AB and DC are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. Okay. And angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Angle 2 is equal to angle 3. I repeat. Here AB parallel to DC. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay. And we can consider this diagonal AC as a transversal. So what we can conclude? Angle 1 equal to angle 4. At the same time BC and AD are also parallel. So we can say angle 2 equal to angle 3. So this can be taken as equation 1 and equation 2. Reason alternate interior angles. Okay. Now one more thing is given. AC bisect angle A. Diagonal AC bisect angle A. Divide the angle A into two parts. So angle 1 equal to angle 2. Also given AC bisects angle A. So we can write angle 1 equal to angle 2. We can take it as equation number 3. Now first of all we can combine equation 1 and equation 3. So from equation 1 and 3 we get what we get. Here the LHS part is same. Angle 1, angle 1. So RHS must be same. Angle 4 and angle 2. Angle 2 equal to angle 4. This can be taken as equation number 4. Okay. Now we can combine equation 2 and equation 4. In equation 2, angle 2 equal to angle 3. Here angle 2 equal to angle 4. So we can write angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So from equation number 2 and 4, we can conclude angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle 3 equal to angle 4 means this diagonal AC bisect angle C into two equal angles. Okay. So what we can write? Therefore AC bisect angle C. So the first part is over. The diagonal AC bisect angle A as well as angle C. Okay. So to prove the second part, it is sufficient to prove the adjacent sides are equal. Okay. So here in equation 4, angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So that we can write here for the second part. From equation 4, we get angle 2 is equal to angle 4. These two angles, angle 2 and angle 4. These two angles are equal. And we consider the triangle ADC, two angles are equal. So what we can say? The sides opposite to these two equal angles are equal. And we can write AD equal to DC. Sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Okay, that means the adjacent sides of this parallelogram are of equal length. So we can say it is a rhombus. So ABCD is a rhombus. Okay. Now the next question is ABCD is a rhombus. So we are given a rhombus ABCD. Show that diagonal AC bisect angle A as well as angle C. So here I mark the angle as angle 1 and angle 2, here angle 3, angle 4. So bisect angle A means angle 1 equal to angle 2, the first point, as well as angle C, that is angle 3 equal to angle 4. That's the first part. And then diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. That we can discuss later. First of all, consider this figure. So given ABCD is a rhombus. So we can find a pair of alternate interior angles. Angle 1 equal to angle 4. And angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Equation 1 and equation 2. Alternate interior angles. Okay, since it is a rhombus, we can say all sides are of equal length. Here we can take the sides AB and BC. So AB equal to BC implies angles opposite to equal sides are also equal. Okay, here in triangle ABC, AB and BC are of equal length. So what we can say? Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 3. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. We can take it as equation number 3. And we can write the reason. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay. Now we can combine equation 1 and equation 3 first. So from 1 and 3, what we get? Here angle 1 equal to angle 4, angle 1 equal to angle 3. So we can write angle 3 equal to angle 4. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle 3 and angle 4 are equal. That means the diagonal AC bisect angle C. Therefore, AC bisect angle C. Now we can combine equation 2 and equation 3. So from equation 2 and 3, we get here angle 2 equal to angle 3, here angle 1 equal to angle 3. So the LHS will be equal. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2, these two angles are equal. So AC bisect angle A. Therefore, AC bisects angle A. And we can combine these two conclusions. AC bisect angle C, here AC bisect angle A. So we can say AC bisects angle A as well as angle C. So here we can write, so AC bisects angle A as well as angle C. Understood? Now we shall discuss the second part. Diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. As in the previous case, we can prove this part. For that we can draw the diagonal BD. In first part we join AC. Okay, here we have to draw the diagonal BD and I mark the angles as 1, 2, 3, 4. So given ABCD is a rhombus, so as in the first case, we can write the alternate interior angles here. Angle 1 will be equal to angle 3 and angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. Equation 1, equation 2. Alternate interior angles. Okay. And being a rhombus, all the four sides are equal. Here I am going to take the sides BC and CD. Okay. So BC is equal to CD implies the angles opposite to equal sides are equal. That is 2 equal to 3. Angle 2 equal to angle 3. We can take it as equation number 3. Reason, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Now we can combine equation 1 and equation 3. From 1 and 3 we get here angle 1 equal to angle 3, angle 2 equal to angle 3. So what we can write, angle 1 equal to angle 2. Angle 1 equal to angle 2 means the line BD or the diagonal BD bisect angle B. Okay. Therefore we can write BD bisect angle B. Okay. And from 2 and 3 we can write angle 3 equal to angle 4. Here angle 2 equal to angle 4 and in equation 3 angle 2 equal to angle 3. So RHS part is equal. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So from equation 2 and 3 we get angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Therefore, BD bisect angle D. Okay. Now we can combine these two steps. Here BD bisect angle B and we get BD bisect angle D also. So what we can say? The diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. So we can write BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. Clear? Now we move on to question number 8. ABCD is a rectangle in which the diagonal AC bisects angle A as well as angle C. So angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. Okay. Show that first one ABCD is a square. Now it is a rectangle. We have to prove it is a square. Rectangle means opposite sides are equal and all angle 90 degree. So if adjacent sides are also equal, then what we can conclude? It is a square. Okay. And the second part is diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. Okay. First of all, we can consider the first part. Given ABCD is a rectangle, so as in the previous questions, here also we can find pair of alternate interior angles. Angle 1, angle 3 and angle 2 equal to angle 4. Equation 1, equation 2. Alternate interior angles. Now AC bisect angle A as well as angle C. So also given AC bisects angle A as well as angle C. So what we can write? Angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. This can be taken as equation number 3 and 4. Now we can combine these equations and we can conclude it is a square. For that we can take the equations 1 and 4. In 1, angle 1 equal to angle 3. Here angle 3 equal to angle 4. So by combining these two equations, we can say angle 1 equal to angle 4. Okay. So from equation 1 and 4, we get angle 1 is equal to angle 4. So in triangle ABC, angle 1 and angle 4 are equal. So the sides opposite to these two equal angles are equal. That means AB equal to BC. So AB equal to BC. Reason, sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Now we got the adjacent sides are equal. So finally we can conclude it is a square. ABCD is a square. Therefore ABCD is a square. Okay. Now we shall discuss the second part. Here we have to prove diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. So we can consider this figure. Here ABCD is a square. Okay. Now it is a square. We have proved that this rectangle is a square in the first part. And we have to prove BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. That means angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. That we have to prove. Okay. So here we can write, since ABCD is a square, we can find a pair of alternate interior angles, angle 1 and angle 3. Angle 1 equal to angle 3, angle 2 equal to angle 4. Okay, alternate interior angles. Now we can consider the sides AB and AD. Being a square, all sides are equal. Here we can write AB equal to AD implies angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So angle 1 equal to angle 4. We can take it as equation 3. Similarly, BC equal to CD. BC equal to CD implies angle 2 equal to angle 3. We can take it as equation number 4. We can write the same reason. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay. And what we have to prove? Angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. First we can combine equation 2 and 3. Angle 2 equal to angle 4. Here angle 1 equal to angle 4. RHS equal. So LHS must be equal. That means angle 1 equal to angle 2. Okay. So from equation 2 and 3 we get angle 1 equal to angle 2. So we can say BD bisect angle B. Okay. And we can combine equation 1 and 3. Here angle 1 equal to angle 3, angle 1 equal to angle 4. LHS equal, so RHS must be equal. So from equation 1 and 3 we get angle 3 is equal to angle 4. These two angles are equal. So we can say BD bisect angle D. So BD bisect angle D. And by using these two steps, we can conclude the diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. This conclusion you can write last. Okay. So that's all for today. The remaining question we will discuss in the next video. If you have any doubt in any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.